Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this lightning body milk. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, if you're watching my videos, please subscribe and don't be stingy with your likes, okay? So I'm just putting on my gloves because you don't want to contaminate your work environment. You want to make sure that you are keeping safe, especially during this coronavirus period of time. And I hope you guys are staying safe out there, okay? This is the lightning body milk and it is very potent. It is pro-mixing and this will give you 2 to 3 shades lighter, even as a beginner or someone who's already light skin. Okay, so I'm just going ahead to sanitize my equipment. We don't want any form of bacteria coming in contact with our cream because that can change the entire thing. All right, so I'm going to be listing what I use in my videos because a lot of people keep asking, what do you use? Even when I mention them in my video, so please pay close attention. So just because this is pro mixing doesn't mean we're not going to work with percentages. I still like to work with percentages when I'm pro mixing. All right, so on my base cream today I'm going to be using Dr. James milk. I just like how milky Dr. James is when I want to make my body milk. And I'm also using a whitening base. Now this is a base I got from a skincare supplier. This base is very active on its own. We use it for our customized lightning creams. It is very expensive, but I'm just going to be using it to top up my base cream because I want it to be thick because we know Dr. James can separate sometimes, okay? Then I'm going to be using my alpha arbutin and my glutathione comprime concentrate. I'm going to be using this too in this recipe as well as other concentrates. Okay, glutathione and alpha arbutin are great skin lightening ingredients, and so I'm going to be including them. So those are my percentages, and as I go, I'm going to be telling you the percentages that I'm using. Of course, some people will take screenshots of this. Feel free to help yourself, but just hang in there to see how I make this because there's some techniques that are very important when making products like this. All right, so sit back and enjoy. So I'm going to go ahead to show you the tubes that I'm using in this recipe. I'm using either the Make Me White tube or the 3 Beta cream. Now these tubes contain clobetasol propionate and so they're very helpful in treating pigmentation. I use 3 Beta cream if I want to make a face cream for hyperpigmentation, and then for elbows and knees I use Make Me White. Make Me White is very helpful in treating dark elbows and all of that, but you want to be very careful how you use it, okay? So I'm going to be measuring out my bases. I'm using 50% of my base in this formulation. And like I said, I'm using Dr. James milk and the other base. And I'm going to make into 100-gram cream. So that's a total of 100-gram base. I'm using Dr. James at 85 grams because I want it to be milky. And then I'm using the other base at 15 grams just to make sure that it's not too watery and it doesn't separate. Okay. The next thing on my list is my glutathione comprime. I'm using my serum at 10%. So that is 20 grams of glutathione comprime in this formulation. Next is my alpha arbutin concentrate. I'm also using this at 10%, and that is 20 grams in this formulation. So I'm just using the leftover alpha arbutin I have from the previous one. I'm just going to total emptying up to 20 grams. So while I was doing that, I noticed that my two comprime serums were very different. The one on the left is the one I got recently. I haven't opened it, and the one on the right is the one that I have before. And so obviously something is wrong somewhere. Please, if you know which of them is the original, let me know in the comment section because I don't want what's going to affect my production. Because we have to be very careful because sometimes we have good recipes, but fake ingredients can ruin everything. So please let me know in the comment section. The next thing is my skin freedom. You can use skin free milk. I'm using this at 10% as well, and that is 20 grams of my total formulation. And I'm using my rapid whitenizer at 5%. Rapid whitenizer is actually really good. It helps to brighten the skin and also helps with reaction. So I'm going to be using that at 5%, which is 10 grams of my total formulation. So I'm going to go ahead to stir that up just so that our ingredients are fully incorporated. Don't worry about the consistency at this point. We're going to stick blend when we put all our ingredients together. Now we're moving on to the next phase. The next thing I'm going to be adding is some oils because we want to definitely have moisture. I like my creams to be very moisturizing. I don't like drying creams because I have a dry skin on my body. You can use this Vit Gold Corrector oil, either any of the oils, they're all good. Make sure you're using industrial oils and not natural oils in this recipe. If not, it will separate. But I'm going to be using the Nature's Secrets Argan oil, and I believe I used this at 5%, which is 10 gram of my total formulation. It is very important that you're using a scale when making this product. The next thing I'm using is my crude kenako. Crude kenako helps with green veins, anything that using lightening cream is going to thin out your skin and make your veins visible. Crude kenako is like a firmer, it's going to help to firm the skin so that you don't have any negative reaction. So at this point, I'm going to add my clobetasol proportionate. You can use any um, tube that has clobetasol. So that means this is a steroid and it will give you good results. But remember, it's not long-term use. After a period of time, you discontinue and then you maintain that complexion. That is how you use lightening creams. Take breaks in between. The next thing I'm using is my hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid is great for moisturizing and anti-aging, and I'm going to be using that in this cream. I use hyaluronic acid and the clobetasol at 2% each. I'm going to be adding my charm water. You can either use charm water or the Skin Doctor stretch mark ampoules. This is just going to make sure that this helps with firming the skin and to prevent stretch marks. Please make sure your creams are very moisturizing. That is what causes stretch marks. Okay. I also use that at 2%. Then I had to add my propylene glycol. You can also use glycerin if you don't have propylene glycol. This is a penetration enhancer. It's going to make sure that this cream penetrates the skin and it's not just sitting on the top layer of your skin. I used that as well at 2%. And so that is 4 gram of my formulation. I'm going to go ahead to stir everything together. You want to make sure that you are stirring so that your ingredients are fully incorporated, okay? As you can see, it's very thick, and so I don't need to add a thickener or any more base. This is going to be perfect. It's not too thick and it's not too runny, so it's a milky consistency. Having finished that, I'm going to go ahead to put this in my clean, sterilized jar. You want to make sure that your container is sterilized. And so this is our lightning milk. This cream definitely works, but best used at night. Don't use this during the daytime. Apply this generously all over your skin and you get your glow in a couple of months. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And so this is our milk. I'm going to go ahead to apply so you guys can see how that absorbs beautifully into the skin. And do you see the shine you get after? That is a very moisturizing cream. So thank you guys for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.